So what is the punchline here? What are we doing?
We are going to be rescuing people's cars who've sort of been stuck.
In over their head?
Yeah, in over their head, maybe just ran out of money, lost interest.
I think I'm familiar with this entire idea.
You kind of made a career.
Mobile tech.
That's right.
Totally what I do. So this is the spot. Should we drive around the corner and see if the guy's here?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's go.
All right.
It doesn't look like a Volkswagen.
Hey, Kevin.
How we doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you again. It's been a long
Hey, Kevin.
time.
Lucky, nice to meet you.
Lucky, how are you? Well, that's it.
Okay.
It's kind of where it's been sitting now for 6+ years. I quit driving it probably about towards the end of 2019. At least that's kind of what the registration showed. And then, you know, at the time, we all know what happened in 2020. So I didn't have any place that I needed to go. And it just kind of sat there. It was driving. It just started running a little rough. And I figured it probably needed a tune-up. So I bought some spark plugs and everything for it. And then I went out, popped the hood, and then suddenly remembered why, you know, big block Fords with the shock towers are such a pain to work on, because you could barely get your finger on a plug, let alone hardly get a wrench in it, you know, to get it off. And it just kind of, you know, a month turned into 6 months, turned into now, you know, 6 or, you know, years or so. So it just, the story's tried and true. It, you know, ran when parked, and, you know, now I haven't even tried to start it in 5 years probably.
What year is this?
63.
Okay.
And it's basically about as original as you're gonna probably find.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like not even a restoration. It looks like an actual survivor.
Yeah, it was in a lot better shape when I'd first gotten it, but now it's sat outside for a little bit. But I think even interior's all original pretty much, and paint, most of it's original. Mechanical, it hasn't been messed with.
Why are we fixing it up now?
My daughter's 16, not necessarily super interested in this, but I mean, she's got a little bit of interest. I got a 14-year-old boy that's got more interest, and my wife would like to drive it. It's the only car I've got that's a classic, that's an automatic, and none of them can drive a stick. So I'd like to get it to where it starts fairly well, you know, either one pump or, you know, to where it's at least consistent. Cosmetically, we can clean it up, and the headliner, I've noticed the headliner now is drooped since it's been sitting now, and you know, so I'll put a headliner in it and stuff like that. But the main goal is just to get it running, driving safely.
Look at that little cream puff. This car's in really good shape,
It is.
considering.
Yeah.
Where to start? Did we bring a new battery? No, we just brought a jumper box.
Yes.
Do we have a new battery? Is there a new battery anywhere? No. You want to hop in and...
Sure.
You got the schloozels?
I do. Key is on.
Cool, nothing smoking. Give it a crank.
Okay. Cranking.
Hey, hold up. Did you put it back in park?
I did.
Doesn't sound like it. That's in gear. That's a reverse.
Do you want it in neutral or
No.
park?
Park.
Okay, it says it's in park.
Okay, well, it's not.
Okay, fun.
Push it further in the park.
I pushed it all the way.
Yeah, okay. So right from the get-go, jumper box battery, not enough jumper box, so we can't really do anything without some sort of voltage. So right from the get-go, I think it's going to be a field trip to the local auto parts store, which we drove past on the way here. Did we see an auto parts store on the way here?
Yeah, I saw an AutoZone.
Okay, cool. We're gonna shoot over there and get some basic stuff. I can at least get the door for you. Okay, so the idea here is this is a boat fuel tank. If you have like an outboard or something, you grab this little fuel tank from any marine spot, you put it on your outboard, you pump the little fuel pump right here, little ball, you pump it, gives you fuel pressure, just a few pounds. You can use this for absolutely anything. We can take the hose right off the carburetor, because I'm assuming the gas tank's been sitting there for 5 years.
Yeah.
It's probably got some contamination in it.
Yeah.
We'll take the line off, hook this right to the carb, give it a couple of pumps. That'll act as a fuel pump. and everything will work out just fine. We got nice clean gas going into a mystery carburetor.
Right, mystery auto light.
Or we could just dump a couple gallons of this into the fuel tank. If it looks okay, maybe we'll just go with that. But either way, we got some gas and a fuel pump right here for just a few dollars.
Okay.
Horn relay.
Yeah? Is the horn stuck?
Yeah. I'm gonna unplug it right there. No more arcady arc there. So even though you couldn't hear the horns, it was still pulling all the voltage. That's good battery right there.
Yeah.
Why is it rolling if it's in park?
I don't know.
That makes me wonder if it starts which way it's gonna go. Hey, step on the brake pedal.
Okay.
All right, it's got brakes. How about set the e-brake?
All right. All right, just did.
And let off the brake.
I'm off the brake pedal. So the
Awesome.
e-brake's just on.
You're using the power probe to energize the starter solenoid, which will crank it over till we see a little bit of oil pressure, just to get the oil moving around inside the motor that's been asleep for 5 years.
Oh, wow. Ready?
Yeah. We have spark. That's good. It will start on fuel, but we don't have a fuel supply. So now I'm going to put a couple of gallons in the tank, hoping that it's not too contaminated. We'll look inside there with a flashlight first. Yeah, I mean, the tank is definitely contaminated. So I feel better not
using
running that crap through the car. I'm not going to say I forced a hose into a carburetor before, but go ahead. Shut it off. Shut it off. So I think we've figured out what we need to figure out. It definitely has great bones. It definitely has potential. It has a brake pedal, which was a concern. Anything that's been sitting around for a long time, the brake lines are going to start corroding and becoming and deteriorating. So I think maybe we can make provisions to get this thing towed to where we can make more of a mess.
Okay.
So, ready?
Yeah.
All right,
Sounds
let's do
good.
it. Okay, so the Thunderbog has arrived here at the shop. I think it's a pretty accurate description.
Sure, yeah.
So I think, as I recall, it was pretty foul under there with the sticky trap for the critters in the yard and the leaves and the twigs, shrubbery. There's lots of shrubbery under there.
It's its own environment.
It is. It actually is its own environment. A good idea would be to take our boat tank, put it on the hood, run the hose inside, and we'll go down just a couple of units where I have a pressure washer, eagerly waiting to blast this thing from front to back. Okay, looks really good. Obviously needs a lot more cleaning than that just for the aesthetic.
Sure.
But I'm thinking right now, let's get it on the lift, get the wheels off, get that all figured out. I bet you there's enough gas in the carburetor to get us over there without putting the tank back on.
I'm willing to try, yeah.
Loser buys lunch?
Okay.
Cameraman's gonna be the loser no matter what, so I think we're okay. Come on, car.
Wow.
We gotta hurry. Tell me if you see the building move. Yeah. Power steering's coming back.
I just needed to circulate a little, huh?
I'm exhausted.
Yeah,
we have to go.
It's a workout.
I need to take a break.
It smokes a little bit. I think that's just junk in the exhaust.
Full or empty? That's it.
It's empty, yeah.
Let's put some in it. That way, if we put some temperature into it and it leaks, we can find that leak. Hey, I got the hubcaps off. We're going to pull the wheels off. You can do that at your convenience. I'm going in a meeting.
With a donut.
It's a Zoom meeting. Depending on how fast I eat this.
Right behind me is a good example of why specialty car insurance is so important. We've been talking with Kevin about the story behind this car. He's had it for several years. It hasn't been running in at least 5 or 6 years. He wants to pass it down to his kids one day. So Hagerty allows you to insure a car that's under construction. They have a vehicle under construction policy. So that way you know the car is covered in case something happens. You can even cover your tools. And as you add new parts, like new brakes, the value increases. So you can increase your coverage as you go along. And that's a huge advantage for someone who's got an old car like this, not quite done yet, but you don't want to have it not covered. So for more information, go to Hagerty.com.
Sorry I'm late. I was just doing donuts in the parking lot.
It was a cricket. There's a whole nest of crickets.
I'd like to snuff those crickets now, because once they get in here, they will live here forever. CRC insect repellent, but only insects on brakes. Okay, so we have voluntarily relocated the crickets to a wonderful multi-level condominium I keep in the corner of the warehouse. They'll be happy over there for quite a while. Everything in here looks relatively new. I'm going to say, you know.
Recently,
Yeah, not
it's like a
real recent, but
job.
okay. The one thing you want to check whenever you see something like this, like, if it's too good to be true, if it looks too good to be true, it possibly could. If the wheel cylinder has dry rotted or gone bad, when I peel back these rubber boots, there'll be fluid inside there. Should be completely dry. These are just dust covers. They're not supposed to hold any fluid in. So I'm peeling this back. Look at that, clean and dry. The brakes mechanically check out great. We are going to bleed those, but right now we're going to let a little more of the water drip out. The customer had stated that the gas gauge didn't work. We do have a contaminated gas tank, or we think we do. We need to kind of look inside there and see how bad it is. We're going to lower the car down. The convenience of this vehicle is there's a service panel in the trunk, supposedly, to get to the sending unit and be able to determine if the fuel cylinder is the reason why the gas gauge isn't working, at which point we'll also be able to look deep in the tank. You'll be able to enjoy that wonderful view with us. Do you guys have smell-o-vision? Because it's going to be awesome. Tell me if the gauge moves.
Yep.
Nice.
Half, 3/4 full.
Okay, so that's awesome. That means the gauge is good. It's a lot easier to fix a aftermarket sending unit than it is to fix a factory gauge. Okay, so ran next door and got a brass drift right here. The idea is you don't want to use a screwdriver, no matter how tempting it is to put this on there and smack it with a hammer to unlock the sending unit. That could create a spark. Metal on brass? Not going to happen. So this is the fuel sender. This is actually the float. It's called the float because it looks like a little barrel that's supposed to float on the fuel as you fill and empty your fuel. As you use the fuel, it goes down, you fill it. This float has floated. It is no longer any good. And from the color of that fuel, the fuel is no longer any good. And you know what that is right there? That's the filter that's floating in the tank. That's just gross. All right, so the tank has to come out to do this correctly. Okay, so new fuel tank, new sending unit, clean fuel in the back. Gas gauge working?
Yeah. Yeah.
We've not broken things. We've
No.
actually fixed things.
Made it better.
We've moving forward. Checked all 4 corners of the car for brakes, and there's no fluid where there's not supposed to be fluid. Let's verify there is fluid where there is supposed to be fluid. So now we're going to go to the master cylinder to make sure the fluid in there is all good. Then we're going to do a quick bleed on the whole brake system to make sure that enough brake fluid is going through all the brake lines. They all look like they've been replaced. They're not original. Everything looks pretty good. I'm sure it's going to be good. Top off the coolant, top off the power steering, maybe put a little tune in it, check the spark plugs, and I think we're going to be chasing parts. And by parts, I mean burgers, fries, something.
That works.
We're going to be chasing a meal. That's what we're chasing.
That sounds good.
Okay. All right. Is it running? I can't tell.
It is really quiet.
Dude, look at this.
Sounds great. And brakes work good, we see.
It's a cruiser. Yeah, they may be a little warm right now.
I was really super excited to come in today and see the car kind of back on its wheels and looking good, and brought back a lot of the good memories I've had with it.
Topped off all the fluids, cooling system, replaced the fuel line. Most of the fuel system's been replaced. And then you have power steering now.
Nice.
Yeah, I was super happy when we were driving it. I put it in drive and matted the steps on, accelerated, conservatively accelerated, and it went right through the gears, solid, not hard, not aggressive or anything. It's a really comfortable driver.
Yeah, it always was. Now I got to convince my 16-year-old that it's a cool car to drive to high school.
You might have to put a base box in the back or something. Oh, we did a custom headliner for you. I don't know if you saw that.
No.
You know TMI, that high-end company?
Yeah.
They did a special headliner just for you.
Oh, that is nice. It's fantastic to have the thing on the road again and not have to walk past it every day, sitting in the driveway, just collecting dirt and dust, cobwebs and crickets.
Oh, there were some crickets.
Yeah.
So, FYI, they were tough crickets because we hit them with brake clean and they just laughed. I think we're set.
Great. Looking forward to driving it.
Yeah, go take it for a spin right now.
All right. Yeah, it was great having the guys take a look at the whole car. I mean, I've never had anybody really look at the car. I've never had too many problems with it, but I knew it had a couple little things, stuff like the brakes. Having them go through the brakes was super important to me, you know, especially not only if I'm driving, but if my wife or if my daughter ever wants to drive it, or my son. Main thing is always stopping and steering. You know, going fast is one thing, but you got to be able to stop and steer. And knowing then that they went over it and found a couple of little gremlins here and there on it and just make it easier to, you know, drive and start is great. That's all you could ask for.